Welcome to my channel. I'm Scott, and in this video I'm going to walk you through the process of valuing ExlService's stock by analyzing their financial statements and dissecting their financial ratios so we can determine if it's a buy or a sell. Let's get started with the model. This is a mid-cap company, 5.7 billion market cap. They're trading at $35 a share and they have 160 million shares outstanding. ExlService is a data analytics and digital operations and solutions company. Let's look at their financials. The way you value a company is you estimate the free cash flows into the future and then you discount those numbers back to today's value. That's what we're doing in this video, and free cash flow is cash flow from operations minus capital expenditures. Pretty consistent free cash flow each year, around 150 million. Margins are decent, between 9 and 13%. Net income is a profit or loss on the income statement. It's revenue minus expenses. That peaks in 2023 at 185 million, down a little in the trailing 12 months to 179 million. Revenue is sales for the company, and that goes up each year from 1.1 billion to 1.7 billion. So it's a pretty good revenue growth. We estimated 4 years of future free cash flows. We also estimated the terminal value to all cash flows past year 4, that's 5.8 billion. We discounted those numbers back to today using the weighted average cost of capital. We get a value of the company of $5.1 billion. We divide that by 160 million shares. And we get a calculated stock price of $31. They're trading at $35, so they're trading at a 13% premium. It's a sell according to the model. Do you think it's a buy or sell? Let me know in the comments. There are 59 companies in the same industry as ExlService. And if they have a number in red, they're worse than the median. If they have a number in blue, they're better. They spend a little more than the median CapEx, 50 million. Debt to equity ratio is equal to the median at 0.5. They don't pay a dividend, 150 million of free cash flow. They rank 19th in market cap at 5.7 billion. All their price multiples are worse than the median. The only number better than the average is PE, that's 32, average is 36. So they do seem overvalued according to their price multiples. Revenue of 1.7 billion, a lot lower than number 18 on the list, and way lower than number 20 on the list, but their 5-year annual revenue growth rate is 12%, which is higher than the median average. Here's their latest income statement. Revenue up 10% from 404 million to 448 million. The cost of revenue is 280 million, so gross profit 166 million. Their operating expenses are 105 million. Their biggest operating expense is G&A, 56 million. So operating income 61 million. That is down from last year. Last year was 65 million. And the reason it's down is their operating expenses have gone up a lot. They spent 5 million of interest on their debt. Last year was 3 million. So their net income is 45 million, down from 49 million. EPS of 28 cents, earnings per share. But they're buying back stock. They had 167 million shares last year, and now they have 163 million. I rank them 5 out of 10, right in the middle. Would I buy them? 5 out of 10. I'm not too sure. I go either way on this one. Ratios are a bit weak, 4 out of 10. Financials look decent, look pretty good. Revenue has gone up 52% since 2021. So I give them 6 out of 10. So let me know what you think. Give the video a like, subscribe, or comment below. If you'd like to get a custom valuation or just support the channel, you can become a member by clicking the link in the description below. Thanks for watching.